Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this video. My name is Claire Sengiumva, and what I just want to show everyone here is how Kaskari is planning on making a living, or one of the activities that he is going to be doing. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because I know that most of you want some details, and so it's important that we take a look at what's happening now. So as everyone knows, or if you don't know, Kaskari moved from South Carolina or North Carolina, one of the two. And recently he moved there in January, moved to Burkina Faso, a country that so he's never touched down in Africa. He threw caution to the wind and made the leap. So what's going on with him right now is that, so through the support, this is monetary support and also professional support, he has been able to register a company here in the United States. So his business is going to be a legitimate business, of course. So he has a company in the United States. He has been able to open a business bank account. So we are working towards setting him up for success. So what he's planning on doing right now is the next order from Alibaba. And I wanted to show everyone that's going to invest with him how it's been working out so far. So what I was able to do is carry out a test order on Alibaba, because I wanted to see what is the time frame. So myself, I actually started using Alibaba this year. So even though I was aware of it, didn't really use it because I didn't know if it was legitimate. So I tested it out, and this website is legitimate. What they do is sell products that are wholesale. So those are wholesale prices. And so most of the products that you actually find on Amazon come from Alibaba. So the United States economy, most of the products, so that's retail, clothing, equipment, electronics. So all of that is usually found on Alibaba. So people buy it from Alibaba and they sell it on Amazon and make a profit. So what we're going to do is the same. We're going to follow the same model and apply that in Burkina Faso. So I wanted to show everyone, just to provide you assurance that this model does work. The current order that James has on the ground as of, I believe he received it yesterday, was for flash drives. So this is my Alibaba account, and you can see here that I have been exploring Alibaba and ordering a couple of things. And so this specific order, I'm just going to click on this button here. So you can all see the details, and this will hopefully provide all the assurance that you need. So what was shipped to Burkina Faso is 100 units of flash drives. And what I did is I ordered different sizes. And also this particular seller was nice enough to add a logo on that. So the total order for the product was $221.50, as you can see right here. And the shipping fee was $59. So when I ordered these flash drives, I was thinking of something that is not too heavy to ship, because the shipping fee is going to be dependent on how heavy whatever it is that you're shipping is. So we went with flash drives and it's worked out pretty well. So now what we're going to do is, so Mr. James Seegars Davis has identified a product that he believes will sell. And it's actually really good to have somebody on the ground, because they are able to see what is missing. They're able to take notes in the local economy, see what people would buy right away. And so it doesn't really make sense to buy things that are not going to sell, right? So we're lucky to have James on the ground with his eyes open. So what is going to happen soon? So today is the 8th of September. and I'm going to be traveling. So I'll be out of the country for 40 days. So I would like to get this order in as soon as possible for those that are interested. So I just typed in jerry cans, and this is what popped up. Let's see. So this is where I started. So I typed in jerry can, and then we have all of these examples of jerry cans. I picked this one because I guess I really liked the price. So that's $6.47 a piece, and you can see here that we can have, so some vendors are selling, the starting price is $7.20, and then we have $3.60 to $6.47. I think this is the one that I clicked on. Yep. And I'm wondering why it actually is not showing up. Okay, at 6. Okay, so there we go. So this is the thing with Alibaba. The more you order, the less you pay. So what we're going to do for now, depending on how much everyone wants to put in, I think a good number would be definitely, I would say 300 units. Actually, let's go with 200 units of these and see what the numbers would look like. Okay, so if I go with what they're saying here, so between 1 and 4.99 pieces, each unit is going to be $47. And by the way, from this video here, you can see that it's going to be different from the picture. So we have to be careful because what I think this is exactly what James wants us to order, and it has an extra piece here. So I'm just doing this video now just to show everybody how the profit margin is going to work. So I'm pretty sure that even though the price is $6.47, I'm pretty sure it does not include this appendage here. So I will contact the seller as soon as we have the capital. I will contact the seller and see how much this is going to be. Actually, I could probably do that now. Let's see because there's so many. Okay, so let's see. Material, plastic, usage. I guess I'll put in gasoline. Does it include the appendage? So hopefully he understands what I'm saying, but we're going to go back and forth. So is there another appendage, or would this be called it's not a pipe. So I'll just do more research and see if I'm using the right words. But anyway, so I'm going to send an inquiry and I'll get a lot of responses. And from there, I'll see which one gives us a better price, and we will take it from there. Okay, so I'm just putting in some information. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. So we'll see how that goes. So they're usually very, very quick. And see, we have more examples here, actually. So yeah, so there we go. So I just need to find out what this is called. If any of you know, please let me know, and I will use that word. I'm not really good at this stuff. Okay, so message sent, and they usually respond very quickly. So when I ordered the flash drives, I was just looking around on Alibaba, and this was late at night. So in China, midnight here is actually 6 a.m. there. And I guess actually not 6, probably 8 in the morning. I think they're 8 hours ahead. So everybody is up and about. And if you put in an inquiry, people respond right away. It doesn't take time. And okay, it looks like I actually contacted this person because I see a conversation between us where they sent me a catalog. So I don't remember when that was. Probably when I was just messing around to see the information that I would get. So anyway, this is going to be the process so we identify a product. We look at how many pieces we want, how many pieces of inventory. from there, we have an estimate of how much each is going to cost. Now on this product, I think the 647, because we're going to order less than 499. But if y'all want to put in more capital, we can definitely order more and get it cheaper. So just let Mr. James Seegars Davis know, and then he will tell me what to do. So even though this is 647, I'm pretty sure this is what we will get here, not with the appendage. So what I'm going to do in my estimate to see how much of a profit we're going to make, I think I'm going to increase that number a little bit. So anyway, going back to how the profit margin is going to be. So the flash drives that I ordered, the inventory, the total price of the inventory was $221 and shipping was $59, and I ordered 100 pieces. And I got this information just by going on the order that I made. It does list everything. Let's see. Okay, this one looks a little, okay, that's for something else. Okay, so here it is. $221.50 for the inventory, 25 a piece for different sizes of data, and then here's the $59, and that was it. The product arrived in Burkina Faso. Mr. James Seegars Davis did not have to pay any tax, as far as I know. He would have let me know, I believe. So everything went well. It did take a while to get there, I must say. And so the shipping is going to take a while, probably 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks, I would say. I would not be surprised if it's 1 month either. It went through a couple of countries, et cetera, but it made it there. So the total cost on my accounts, on my credit card, was $280.50. And see, this is what I have here. So this was the cost on my part as the investor, right? Because this was just a test run to see if the system worked. So I am guessing that James can sell each of these flash drives at minimum for $5,000 CFA. So $5,000, not dollars, but 5,000 of francs CFA, which is $5,000 CFA. 5,000 CFA, sorry. So the exchange rate on that is about 1 USD is 553 CFA. And I know this just again by using, Google. I just put in 1 USD to CFA, and there we go, 552.45. And this is for today. So there is inflation. But what I did is just rounded this 552 to 553. And that's the formula that you have here in Excel. So I picked 5,000. That's the sale price in the local currency. I think it's pretty low. I'm pretty sure that James can sell it for higher, especially since we have different data sizes. So that's something that he will need to confirm. But 5,000 is, again, that's the minimum. Okay. So now we have this data. We have 100 units that were ordered, and price per unit that we're hoping James will sell minimum is $9. And how did I get that $9? I just took the 5,000 in local currency. I divided it by the exchange rate. And that's how I got $9 here. So it's 9.04, and I just rounded it down to 9 because I like to be conservative. That way, when you have more, when you sell it for more, it's always nice to have a little surprise on top. So this formula here is the total revenue that we are expecting him to make. And this is a formula that's just in there. So we have 100 units. You sell it for $9 each. That gives you $900. And then this is the reason why we're doing all this, to get a profit. So already the profit is positive, so that's good. That means that we're breaking even, which is great. So now the formula for the profit is just by taking how much was charged to my credit card, and So we take the total revenue we're expecting, minus what was charged on the credit card. That gives us a profit of 619, and these are conservative numbers. So if I wanted to see the percentage of the profit, I would just divide this number here by the cost. And so that's a 200% profit, 221%. So that's very good. So imagine if we could do this on a large scale. This is how the import export is going to work. Again, in this example that happened in real time, James did not have to pay any import taxes. Okay. And we have the data because I have the invoice and I know exactly how much I paid for shipping and all of that good stuff. So now for the jerry cans, we're just going to use the same model. We're still keeping it simple, assuming we're going to order 200. So the inventory, the cost of inventory is, okay, I just actually need to change that. I need to change, inventory is going to be 200 times 7. And I picked 7 because if we remember from our example here, it was about $6.40, I believe, for each one. Let's see. Okay, 647. So I might even move that up to $8 because I'm sure that that it did not include the appendage. So let's say inventory cost is going to be 1,600, and I just plugged in $300 for shipping. This is just a very nominal number. I will know more because I did put in an inquiry like everyone saw, and so I'll get a response pretty quickly. But even $300, I think that's on the high end. I'm thinking it's going to be lower than that, hopefully. So we'll find out as soon as we know. But even if we wanted to say, okay, fine, we're going to have to pay $500, I can punch that in there. And so now the cost that we're going to pay is going to be $2,100. So now we're going to take a look at the sales. So now for each of these jerry cans, I'm pretty sure James can sell them for 15,000 in the local currency. I even want to say it's probably going to sell for 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 is possible, but let's stay conservative again. We're going to go with 15,000. And so now if I want to see how much that would be in USD, I'm just going to take the 15,000 divided by 553, which is the exchange rate. And so now this gives me the data of, all right, I'm going to have 200 jerry cans. The price for each is going to be $27. Now we go back to the formula, the revenue, 27 times 200. So we can expect a revenue of 5,400 USD. Okay. And now if I want to see what would the profit be, there's the formula here again. You have how much you're going to make minus the cost. And there we go. That's a profit of 3,300. If I wanted to see what is the profit margin on that, all I need to do is divide that, the expected profit, by the cost. And here we have that the profit is 157%. So it is lower than the flash drives. But again, these are numbers that, we're just, it's a forecast. If the shipping is lower, if the shipping is $300, profit margin increases. If he's able to sell it for 20,000 on the local currency, profit increases again. So that's 36. And if I change that, I'm going to put a formula in there. I'm just going to do this. It makes it simpler. So here we go. If I change how much he can sell it for, and if I change how much the shipping is going to be, which we'll find out soon enough, that's the profit margin here. And there's a profit of $5,300, which is higher than the profit margin expected on the shared drive. So that's what I wanted to share with you all on the mechanism behind calculating the profit margin. Now, James has shared that so he's going to, or he plans to use the profit to buy even more product or even get a store. I do think that at some point, if we have a lot of product, we should rent a store. I don't think we should rent a big store. It should just be a small space where you can put in all the product and then make sure that it sells. So there's a lot that we can do, but again, we're going to start from a positive note, and the system has been tested. Alibaba can ship to Burkina Faso. The product does arrive. Everything was there. I don't believe anything was damaged. And there is, I'm pretty sure that they can actually add a logo for you. There we go. Oh, here it says customized logo, minimum order 300 pieces. Okay. So I do think that having the logo is important also because it builds the company brand. So I'm going to change that to 300. And from there, I'm going to change the inventory number to 300. I do think it's important to have a logo. So if we change that, and I can always, let's increase the shipping to, even if we go with $600, and we change that to 300. Okay. So we see here for 300, which will include a logo that says Seegars Corp. We would have to pay $3,000. And this is just, again, an estimate that I will revise as soon as I know exactly how much shipping is going to be. And if the forecasted sale is to sell each jerry can at 20,000, and if so, that would change that to $36 USD. That's a total revenue of $10,000 and a profit of 7,800, which is at 262, which is still pretty high. It's pretty good. So that's just what I wanted to show everyone. So I'm going to share this video with James, and hopefully you'll get to see this sooner rather than later. The way that it will work for all of you to contribute to this venture would be, so because Seegars Corp has an official business bank account, we are going to send you an invoice. We will need your email address, and I will need to know how much you're willing to put in. So that's what the invoice is going to look like. You can pay the invoice just by clicking on it. It is going to be a safe link because this is from a US bank. And that's how it's going to work. So hopefully I have answered your questions. And if you have any concerns, comments, or maybe other ideas, feel free to share them with James and he will let me know. Also, if you do want some customized help in terms of starting your own business in Burkina Faso, feel free to contact us as well. So what I do for a living is, I'm an accountant, I'm a tax preparer, and mostly I would say that 90% of what I do for a living is that I do business strategy. So this is my website here. And so you can contact me through the website. You can also book a consultation here if you like, okay, for whatever you want to do. These consultations are not free. So this one, so the diaspora repatriation consult is $35 for 45 minutes, which is not bad. And what I can do for this time is we can go through the budgeting of the cost of relocation, helping, and we can come up with ways to start your income stream and maintain your income stream. And also the good thing about St. Giovanni Associates is that we actually prepare taxes. So even if you spend a lot of time in Burkina Faso or abroad, we can still prepare your US taxes because you will have a business. So it is important to have a legitimate business that is operational with a business bank account. So in James's case, I was able to do that for him while he was actually not here, which does require a certain level of trust. So feel free to contact me on our website and we can take it from there. So I do want to thank you all for supporting James. It is important that the African American community is able to witness in real time that somebody like James can decide to change his life and move to Africa and actually be successful in Africa. So what you're all doing is very much appreciated. So my name is Claire Sengiumva, and you do have my contact information. So if you have any questions, I'm looking forward to hearing them. And again, in term of time sensitivity, what I will need to know before I travel abroad is how much you're willing to invest and your email addresses so I can send you the invoice from the Seegars Corp business bank account. Okay. And I can also send James this very simple example so you can plug in your own numbers if you want and then take it from there. So looking forward to hearing from everyone. I'm wishing everybody a very good night. So in peace and prosperity, I will be hopefully sending you all an invoice very soon.